we have one of those celebrities I was talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw her on the big screen. Oh, hello. Carrie Brownstein, give it up for her. Come on. Oh, yeah. And we have our third participation in the Q&A, which is going to be curated by Aaron. We have Jonathan Krisel. That's what I was exactly where I was going. The director of Portlandia, ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Krisel, all the way from LA. And just for the Q&A, I have a little special dedication for the microphone. It's not quite art yet, so I got a little. Let's see if it's wide enough. Yep, there we go. We have a bird for the microphone. So I'll let you guys have this one.
And let's give it up for the leader of the Punky Bruisers. Hi, everybody. So what did y'all think? So my name's Aaron. I'm with Willamette Week and Beer and Movie Fest, and I'm going to ask a few questions to Carrie and Jonathan. And then I'm going to open it up for some questions from the audience. We're going to have about 10 minutes or so, I think. Let's start with this. At what point did you realize that it was really funny when Carrie got angry? And that's what happened.
I think at that dog scene, she just freaked out. Carrie works at the Humane Society. That piece was created by her. She wrote that piece. And she's passionate about dogs. And she freaked out. And it's funny.
Carrie, did you find that you would write yourself into places of extreme emotion?
No.
Oh, I see where this is going.
That's not going to escalate from that answer. I think that Fred and I search for different things in characters, and I think that anger and that kind of specificity that comes from agitation is a place that I search for in a lot of my characters. And Nance and Kath, you know, I don't like Kath's ponytail through the hat, but I like almost everything else about her. And I found that when the show wrapped, I actually kind of dress a little bit like Kath. So.
Also, Carrie got into a fight about her dog right before we started shooting. She took her dog down to the river or something, and these people, your dog sniffed my cooler. Can you please get it on the leash? So, sorry if the cooler people are here.
So I think what's different about Portlandia from a lot of comedy is that a lot of comedy is about people behaving badly, and Portlandia is about people who are trying to behave very, very well. Maybe too well. Is that something that's intentional?
That's Portland.
Carrie? Portland. A place where people try to behave too well?
Well, I think that a lot of the characters in Portland, I think that it's not specific to Portland. I think there's a lot of progressive, liberal cities in the US and ideologies and groups that profess to be very inclusive, and they set up a bunch of rules to kind of let you know how you can be part of that, their group. And the rules are very hard to follow, and they're very esoteric. And so just like the feminists in the Tony and Candace in the feminist bookstore, you know, of course it seems like they should want to sell books to everyone, but really they want to sell books to no one. And so I think a lot of the characters in Portlandia are suffering that internal conflict of wanting to do good, but then they keep running into these places that are making them do good in a specific way, and those rules are constantly changing. Or the other characters are the ones that are making up those rules. So, yes, Aaron.
Jonathan, was this something that you felt when you came to Portland, or was it something you already kind of thought might be here?
I think it's a thing that everybody's going through. I mean, I went to Whole Foods the other day, and I was like, I don't have my recyclable bags. I have to get paper bags or plastic bags. I feel bad about it. I have them. I want to tell people online, I got them. I got the recyclable bags at home. I forgot to bring them. Please don't judge me. And if I've got them and somebody else has them, oh, jeez, come on. You know, it's like that attitude, those rules that get set up. Like everyone's trying to do their part, but it's tricky.
All right, so here's where we open it up to questions from the audience. So if you'll raise your hand, we'll try to get a few of these in. Don't be afraid.
What's one of your favorite areas of Portland? You do?
There's this place, it's like way downtown. That's where I lived when I was staying here. And no, it's not my favorite, it's a weird part of town. There are these high-rises like downtown, it's like utopia, and it's all Portland State University people who live there. It's the weirdest part of town, so it's my favorite.
I like Northeast. I walked here tonight. I live 6 blocks from here, so.
None of you are allowed to follow her home.
Right, yeah. What was your favorite part about making the movie?
The movie is a product. You know, for me, it's just watching Fred and Carrie just, like, I was just crying during some of those feminist bookstore scenes. When Steve Buscemi was there, I was just crying. Puzzle stores? It's not, some of the stuff when you're actually watching it is just, actually, there was a whole part of that scene that was just such a huge tangent. Fred started talking about how Gandhi was giving these other speeches that no one knew about. Some of the stuff is just so tangential you can't use it, but when you're, for me, my favorite part is just showing up every day and just watching those Fred and Carrie just like have fun and just having a front row seat to like this crazy comedy show. So that was my favorite part.
That's sort of right there.
Yeah. What do you have plans after you have your 6 episodes?
Well, there's an after party.
Yeah, I think we're hoping for season 2. We'll know in a few weeks. But John was pitching some ideas to me in the lobby.
I have this one idea where Peter and Nance, the couple that go to the farm, where they're like, you know what, we're sort of having like a midlife thing, we want to like, let's get into motorcycles, like that could be fun. But then they're just like way too safe about it and scared. So they're going like 5 miles an hour. But that's the one.
Down there front row.
Are you ever going to make fun of Beaverton in an episode?
I've never been to Beaverton.
That's a lie. Didn't we shoot at Beaverton?
No.
Where was that? According to
They have an amazing Korean market.
We shot in Clackamas. I love Beaverton. I've never been there. Never been there. I'm sorry.
Well, let's get into your Beaverton fan base.
And you guys, Beaverton people are the only ones with cable too.
pretty, yeah.
I wanted to know if this was all ad-lib.
Yeah, it's all improvised. There was a slight script for Put a Bird on it because it's almost like a commercial, so there needs to be a structure, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's nearly 100% improvised, but I just wanted to give props to the local cast. The woman that plays the waitress in the farm episode, and every local cast member. I mean, we knew what to. Even the people like Steve Buscemi and Heather Graham, but every local cast member brought something to their roles. We basically gave them a description. You are a waitress. you are, whatever. And so props to local Portland talent for really exciting.
And Heather Graham was here. She said, I think it was 20 years ago to do Drugstore Cowboy, and she was like, "Wow, the city's really changed. It's really nice. It's like a shithole."
If you need to find a heroin addict, I think we still have a few of them ditched somewhere in Beaverton.
Too soon.
That's right, very impression, actually. You in the hat.
So, how many of the integral people, like the four writers and the director, maybe the people that are most involved in making the show, actually are from Portland? And those that aren't from Portland, how much time, including our fine director, did you guys spend here to try to assimilate into our vibe?
Well, I would say that the entire crew was from Portland, and Carrie's from Portland, and then Fred is from all over the place, and I'm from LA originally. And then we had one other writer who's a Brooklyn. She actually lives in Williamsburg. So, what? But I actually grew up coming to Portland every summer because my grandfather lived here. So it's I think I spent probably 3 months here during the making of, sort of in the pre-production stage, and I actually was like, should I look at houses? Should I move here? And it's the best. I love it. I was here in the summer. Carrie's been here for a long time. She's got a nice house. It's about 6 blocks from here.